Oh, John, are you there?
Go ahead if you are ready. All right.
Yep, we are ready. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Technology World. I'm your host, Rajat,
And
and
I'm Jesse. Hello.
we'll be bringing you the juiciest updates from the tech world. And talking about that, the biggest tech event, CES 2022, has just wrapped up in Las Vegas last week, and we are bringing you some of the most secret updates. And starting with the secret update number one for our gaming community, PlayStation VR 2. So we have heard there will be a release of new PSVR 2 Sense controller and an exclusive VR game called Horizon Call of the Mountain. Zach, can
Yes.
you roll the video?
Hi everyone, I'm Jan-Mart van Beek. I'm one of the studio directors at Guerrilla. Everyone at our studio is working to put the last finishing touches on Horizon Forbidden West as we get ready for launch. We're all very excited and can't wait to get the game into your hands on the 18th of February. It's only a few more weeks. Now, as you join Aloy on her journey into the Forbidden West, it's great to know that this is not the final frontier of the world of Horizon. In fact, it's only the beginning. Our teams have also been working on a brand new game set in the world of Horizon, which we are very proud to announce. And so today, we'd like to tell you that we're creating a unique new Horizon experience, one that has been built from the ground up for PlayStation's next-gen VR hardware. It's been designed to push gameplay, technology, and hardware innovation. And it truly shows what's possible with the hardware's best-in-class visual experience and brand new controllers, allowing you to interact and feel immersed in the world of Horizon in a whole new way. Now please enjoy this glimpse into our new adventure. Welcome to Horizon Call of the Mountain.
There.
What's that tonic doing?
It's heading towards Storm's grasp.
It's headed towards us!
So as you can see, that was one hell of a promising teaser for a game. What do you think, Jesse?
So yeah, this is something I'm very excited for. I think it's also one of the more exciting
Mm-hmm.
projects released during the conference. It's also the first time that a company like Sony or has a VR headset behind them. Because mostly in the gaming industry, VR headsets are
Mm-hmm.
made by indie company or third-party companies that are not tied to any big manufacturers. And the video game release are also like the only big releases we saw from the top of my head was Half-Life Alyx, which was by Valve Studios, and the Walking Dead video game or VR game, but that was only because it's the Walking Dead was the only big thing around it. But now we can see Guerrilla Studios behind a video game that gets released with the PlayStation VR 2. Guerrilla
Mm-hmm.
Studios is not also just a small game or a small studio. They started, of course, with Horizon Zero Dawn on the PlayStation 4. They won multiple awards with that, including Golden
Mm-hmm.
Call for Best Interactive, the BAFTA Game Awards for Original Property, and most importantly, the Writers Guild of America Award for Achievement in Video Game Writing. So this is not just a small company that is making this game, and it's not like an indie game. And like, this is the first time we actually see some proof of some big studios, some serious money behind these projects. I
So,
assume it's also gonna be released at the same time as Horizon Forbidden West, so that's their new IP or their new
mhm,
video game that's gonna release in 2022 this year.
mhm.
So yeah,
So this is best of both worlds, bringing their immense resources together to create an immersive experience for gamers, right?
oh yeah, you can see that. Yeah, yeah, it's very cool. It's very nice to see a company like Sony getting interest in VR and see where they can take this new technology. It's been tested already. VR has been for a long time already. VR has been around for a while, but like this is
Mhm,
just the first time that PlayStation, like Sony, decided like, okay, this is a market. We see an opportunity, we see a niche, and we're gonna break in, and we're gonna see how far we can get with this. So it's
mhm,
just waiting and see till Call of the Mountain get released and how much the PlayStation VR is gonna be, because I assume it's not gonna be cheap, with already assumption that people need to get a PlayStation 5 in the first place. But
mhm.
besides that, yeah, it's something looking forward to for sure.
Yeah. So talking about gaming, laptops. Like laptops are also being used for gaming now, and there's one big laptop company, Dell, is launching their XPS 13 Plus. Like this laptop has some really cool features like edge-to-edge keyboard and a capacitive touch row, just like Apple's Touch Bar. So what do you think about this particular product? Like what kind of impact this is going to have in the market? And also specifically trying to mention the capacitive touch row, trying to mimic the Apple's Touch Bar.
So yeah, that's interesting. I find it especially interesting that they focus
Mhm,
on the Apple Touch Bar, because going or taking this technology from Apple and kind of innovating on the idea of having like a touchpad above your keyboard and being able to control certain aspects on your laptop quick and easy accessible is interesting for sure. But
mhm,
especially I find it unique because this laptop has more to offer than just a touch bar. So it's like funny that they start to promote this touch bar that they have in this new innovation, and like, okay, see, we can
mhm,
do better, we can do good. But they have also different varieties RAM, so they go up to 32 gigabytes of RAM, which is great, up to 2 terabytes of internal memory, which is pretty good
mhm,
too. And they run a Intel Core i7, which is not the newest of the newest,
mhm,
but it's certainly something, a CPU that your computer will easily run most things on. So if you're either a gamer or you're uh, you're a production maker, you edit a lot, you use Photoshop a lot, etc.,
mhm.
etc., or you use it for work, you're a writer. This is a laptop to look out for, and I think it's a laptop that's very accessible, very easy to use, and but it's a matter of time to see.
Mhm. Only time will tell, right? Innovation over infringement. I'm right?
Yeah, pretty much. You could say that. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So talking about laptops, another tech giant, Asus, is launching their ZenBook 17 Fold with a massive 17-inch folding OLED display, which can be paired with a Bluetooth keyboard and can be folded like a clamshell. And you can also use the keyboard on the screen. They haven't announced the price yet, but it's going to be launched anywhere around mid 2022. So where do you think this product being placed in the market, like in the tablet section or in the laptop section? Isn't it a little confusing?
Yeah. So, for my opinion, it should be in the tablet section. It's a
Mhm,
tablet. It's a tablet. It's it looks like an iPad. It probably functions like an iPad. Already, the fact that you have a wireless Bluetooth keyboard attached to it screams
mhm.
tablet, right?
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, also a lot of it kind of looks like a Samsung Fold, but made with a bigger screen. I also don't really see the point of folding it, because already when you carry a laptop with you, you put it already in a bag big enough for a laptop. But
Hmm.
on the other hand, only time will tell. They have some.
Yeah.
Their specifications are pretty interesting. They also
Hmm.
run, like the previous laptop, they run an Intel Core i7 for their CPU, with 16 gigabytes of RAM. So it has a lot of memory to run on, and 1 terabyte of internal memory. So
Hmm.
it is quite an adaptable laptop. You can break it anywhere, or laptop tablet, I guess.
Mhm.
Uh, so yeah, I can see maybe a lot of people are on the move. Maybe a lot of people travel, backpack around the world, have to book the tickets in
Mhm.
hotels or have to book the tickets in maybe like coffee stores or coffee shops and make use of the Wi-Fi, things like that. I can see it, especially towards that market, being very effective. Yeah.
So very niche market for such a product, right?
Yeah, exactly. But I think a niche market
Mhm.
is not always bad, right? Like it could
Yeah,
also be
I agree.
this niche market could work for them, and maybe they actually like they find something out about like computer market in general that like, okay, this is maybe a market that's never been touched before, and we'll
Mhm.
slip in here and we'll profit off or like the accessibility of this laptop, that you can bring it everywhere. It's very easy to move around and to plug into
Mhm.
stuff. So but again, only time will tell.
Yeah. So, changing these things a little bit, face masks very prevalent right now because of COVID-19, right? So, Razer, a very well-known gaming company, has created their own Zypher Pro, but instead of being a COVID mask, it is a mask which actually makes your voice sound better. So, this device has some flaws like weak magnets and dim interior lighting, and it needs more work and time on it. But what do you think about this particular product then? Why people will use a mask to enhance their voice?
I think first of all, Razer in general is quite an interesting company. They make a lot of interesting products beside because they're known for the keyboards and mouses, of course,
Hmm.
and their laptops in a way, although not too much. And they make some interesting products. Like they're in a way kind of how you could compare this to Elon Musk Boring Company, but then for
Hmm.
gaming specifically.
Yes.
So for them to make something like this and to go out of the way, like it almost feels like an April Fool's joke. And they did this stuff before, that they made like April Fool's joke about like they had at one point they were advertising this contact lens that you can put in your eye and then you can see yourself in third person like a real gamer, that kind of stuff. That was an April Fool's joke. So it kind of for now it seems not to be that serious, and I
Hmm.
highly doubt we're gonna see a point where this is going to be in the public. I think it's always going to stay on the prototype part. I
Hmm.
can see this more actually happening within like an industrial environment, something
Hmm.
like that being helpful, like in construction where people have to wear face masks to cover themselves up on certain dust and stuff like that.
Hmm.
uh, it's certainly interesting. I find it really funny, by the way, that they had to add RGB lights to the mask itself. They have like the little circles that could change colors and stuff. That's like a real
Hmm.
gamer thing to do. Yeah, but for the rest of it, I'm just curious what's gonna happen with it. I highly doubt we're ever gonna be able to see this on the public market and we can buy it in your nearby gadget store. But
Yeah,
we'll see.
probably this can be used by Mortal Kombat's fans to, sound like
Yeah,
Scorpion.
exactly. Yeah, I can see that. A lot of role playing. I think Comic Con 2023 is probably gonna have a lot of Razer face mask available for their cosplays.
Yeah. So yeah, talking about these prototypes and all these futuristic technologies, the biggest buzz of this entire CSS 2022 was the Ameca humanoid robot. So they have finally figured out how to make an android that does not look funny. They have microphones for you. They have cameras for their eyes. They are good at audio tracking. They're good at facial recognition. And these robots can actually interact with people. I'd like Zach to throw in the video, please, and you guys can see that what I'm talking about. Yeah, so very futuristic, very iRobotish, if you know the Will Smith movie. So these robots right now are just being used for entertainment, education, and research. But will there be some sort of advancement that these robots end up becoming the T-800, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and stuff like that? Will they come
So
for us? What do you think?
hopefully we can avoid the Schwarzenegger scenario. So I hope we don't have to either send this one back in time, or we're all gonna be chased down and murdered by these things. But
Uh-huh.
I can see this being used, like you said, by in airports for giving information, shopping malls, maybe conventions, like where it is right now. And
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think it's more of a mimic thing, like more of a gimmick, right? Like more of
Mm-hmm.
a cool thing to have rather than it actual being functional. I think one thing we know about robots, AI, and stuff like that is like the further that the further they are away from looking human, the more functional they are.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact about this robot, which I found really funny, is it's
Mm-hmm.
unable to walk, or unable to walk yet. So like it's
Uh-huh.
kind of like you just have to put it down and then just hope people interact with it. But
So basically a showpiece, right? A PR stunt.
yeah, I think that's also kind of what it is. I think it's more for this company, Ameka, it's called Ameka. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if I pronounced
Yeah.
that correct, but I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
more
you're
for
right.
them to show what they're capable of, and to kind of test their products and to test their technologies and such.
So you guys saw what Jesse has. You guys heard what Jesse has told. We do not need any John Connor anytime soon. So we are
No.
safe.
Would you buy one? If you had the money for
Uh, well, I don't think so. I'm
it?
broke already. I don't want to go sell my kidneys and stuff. But
For a robot that can't walk yet, yeah.
yeah. So coming to now automobiles, tech enthusiasts, they love automobiles, almost most of them. And BMW is a company respected all around the globe, really good company with solid reputation behind them. They have come up with this e-ink technology, which is helping their cars to change colors. So it can change its color from white to black. Yeah, Zach, throw in the video, please.
It's bistable, it's very low energy, it needs absolutely no energy to hold its color. All these little laser structures you see in there, those are geometrically necessary to get the 3D forming. We got that done, we went over to e-paper, e-ink, and then lasered that, wrapped that. Personalization, like choosing your clothes, you choose how your car looks. User interface, it's just a very practical thing to be able to see straight away what's going on with the car. If you've lost your car, we can make it flash. Other than being a sustainable technology itself, we also see the nice sustainable use case with switching it white in summer to reflect sunlight and switching it black in winter to absorb sunlight.
Yeah, so wonderful technology. I mean, these things can change colors. You can keep your car warmer in winter, cooler in summer, trying to save a lot of energy, basic thermodynamics. You'll save a lot of power as well, less gasoline. And this one is an EV, so an electric vehicle, so you'll save a lot of charge on your battery as well. So, how do you think this technology evolving, Jesse? Do you think these things will be used in other technologies as well, like in other hardware and stuff like that?
So yeah, it's already cool to see this on a car in general, especially with the whole climate change that we're going through right now. Um,
Hmm.
I like that it also has not only an aesthetic value but a functional value too. Like you said, it is able to make the battery more efficient. I don't know if BMW holds this technology for itself, or is it actually gonna make this technology like publicly available for other companies to use. But I can certainly see this like these being used on maybe electric trains, electric metros. It'll be cool to see this used on buses, for example. So like at one
Mhm.
point that we get electric buses, we're gonna get it on that. Um,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of curious what more colors can it eventually get into, because now it's only black and white, and then
Yeah.
maybe at one point you can make your car hot pink in the morning and bright green in the evening.
Yes. Depending on your mood. Are you
Depending
feeling
on
that
your mood, it's like a mood ring. So your car will
way?
tell you if you're sad or happy when you sit in it.
Yeah. So yeah, that is the new BMW color changing car, guys. And now, before we wrap this episode, we'd like to talk about our favorite tech company, Apple, and their
Sure.
and everyone's favorite product, iPhone 14. So there's this update floating around that they'll be finally upgrading the megapixels in their cameras. Finally, they're updating something in hardware. So now that we have Samsungs which can actually shoot moon surface from here on Earth, Apple has decided to catch up, and probably they'll be updating their Stone Age camera to the current world camera. What do you think about that, Jesse? Aren't
I
they too
find it
late?
so odd for them to focus on the camera. Like
Hmm.
it's already quite proven that phones have cameras that are exceptional, beyond
Hmm.
exceptional, like to the point that sometimes you want to share a picture on Facebook and Facebook cannot even handle or deal with the resolution.
Yeah.
I find it also very funny that they realize that the storage is going to be a problem because of the camera being so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Apple in general. Like it it's a company that I hope they can innovate on this to a way that really makes them stand out to something. But as you said, like Samsung being able to take pictures of the surface of the moon, like you're competing with these companies. You know what I mean?
Hmm. So yeah, Apple needs a lot of catching up, not just in
Yeah.
camera, but in other parts of hardware as well. Like they're very rigid with the software, very rigid with their storage and all that stuff. So they really need
Would
to
this
catch up.
would this make you buy an iPhone, Rashad?
No, I'll stick to
No.
Android. Yeah. A, they're too expensive, and B, um, I like a little more storage in my phone. I like to hold a lot of
Right?
stuff in there. Yeah. So
I agree.
maybe Apple next time.
Yeah, next time. Next year, try
Yeah.
again.
So yeah, this was the end of our show, guys. We like to bid adieu, say goodbye, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And we'll catch up with you in the next episode of Technology World. Thank you. Bye.
Check you later.